Tonight, Minnesota's governor is putting new actions into place in hopes of helping out hospitals and making sure COVID testing is accessible. Plus, vandals have hit a Hibbing Elementary School, and now teachers are speaking out. And veterans are venturing into the woods and the waters of the Northland, what they say this means to them.
From CBS 3 Duluth, this is the CBS 3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Minnesota's governor today said enough is enough and announced new plans to relieve the state's hospitals and their workers as COVID-19 cases continue to grow. CBS 3's Natalie Grant breaks down what's to come out of the governor's new plan.
Kristen, the governor made that announcement today following a tour of a Twin Cities hospital where he saw the stressful ICU conditions firsthand. Walz's new plan calls upon the National Guard to assist in several areas. The first is to provide staffing support at Minnesota's long-term care facilities and expand access to the COVID-19 emergency staffing pool. Now, that allows those care facilities to request emergency staffing if they're experiencing a shortage due to an outbreak. He's also directing the Department of Human Services to free up capacity at any state long-term care facilities to then free up beds at hospitals. The National Guard will also help expand rapid testing options across the state through a new community rapid testing program. Those will be put into place at several locations across the state, as well as some existing community testing programs. Governor Walz hopes that these new efforts go a long way in helping stop the spread of COVID in the state, but says at the end of the day, vaccinations are the best weapon against the virus.
Can't stress this enough, Minnesotans. Don't end up in the hospital if you can help it. And one of the ways you can do that is get vaccinated for COVID-19. And we're going to make sure that you know whether this is a cold, whether it is allergies, whether it is the flu, whatever it might be, is we're going to use our very large capacity and re-step up rapid testing across the state.
Now, as of right now, those new rapid testing sites will be in Stillwater, Hutchinson, and Crookston, with more expected to be announced early next week. Now, the governor also made a plea to state lawmakers today, who the governor says have not taken any action to relieve state hospitals. He says to put their political agendas aside and pass legislation that will help Minnesotans continue to navigate the pandemic. Kristen.
Thanks, Natalie. We will have more information on rapid testing options once the governor announces them next week. Minnesota reported more than 3,300 new cases today. 106 were in St. Louis County, 44 in Itasca County, and 30 in Carleton County. Cook, Lake, and Koochiching counties all had less than 6 cases. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, about 2,400 new cases were reported today. Douglas County saw 14 new cases, with 4 in Bayfield and 3 in Ashland County. Sawyer County reported 13. A heads up for those who qualify for Medicare. Open enrollment starts today. Medicare is a federal health insurance system for people over the age of 65. Also, certain younger people with disabilities may be eligible. You can apply for insurance with an agent's help. For assistance, you can call 1-800-333-2433. The deadline to enroll is December 7th. Well, today is the deadline for those who filed for an extension on their 2020 taxes. The IRS says those who asked for an extension should file today to avoid the late penalty. Although today is the last day for most people to file, some taxpayers may have more time. That includes members of the military and others serving in a combat zone, and taxpayers in federally declared disaster areas who already had valid extensions. You have the option to file online or in person. Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Dave, kind of a mix of rain and, clouds this week, but it sounds like we're heading into a nice weekend.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. Yesterday, I thought we'd start the process today of starting to clear up. Didn't seem to pay off. There I am, lying again. Not on purpose, though. So the clouds are still lingering. There still is a chance for some showers tonight, especially north of Duluth. But once we get into the weekend, like Kristen mentioned, sunshine should break out in its fabulous fury and make the sky bright and make it a good weekend to get out and look for any last lingering fall colors. This live look is at I-35, just south of the Cloquet-Carleton area. And you can see, at least in that neck of the woods, they've still got some color to view. So it might be indeed from Cloquet down towards Sandstone and Hinckley where you get the best viewing this weekend if you want to venture out and take a chance. And showers tonight, still vaguely possible. A little bit of drizzly action going on from that low north of the border, but that high should take over, making for a sunny weekend. So tonight, mostly cloudy with a lingering chance for sprinkles, but by tomorrow, mostly sunny. A high of 55 for Saturday is a degree or two warmer than normal, but we could crack 60 on Sunday. Does that dare to last this time in October? We'll show you the 7-day and see which way it'll go. Coming up at
Thanks, Dave. The state of Wisconsin filed new charges this week against the man accused in a day-long crime spree. Police say Cody Walker Nelson was involved in a 6-hour standoff in Duluth on October 1st in the Spirit Valley neighborhood. Earlier that day, police say Walker Nelson stole several guns from a Superior home with plans to kill himself. He then attempted to rob a bank using the drive-through window before crossing the Bong Bridge into Minnesota, driving the wrong direction. According to court documents, Walker Nelson told police he'd been up for several days and had been using meth. Walker Nelson now faces 5 felony charges in Wisconsin, including attempted robbery of a financial institution, burglary, and recklessly endangering public safety. He already faced 21 charges in Minnesota, bringing the total number of charges to 26. A Hibbing school is picking up the pieces after a vandalism spree. Vandals recently struck the nature trail behind Washington Elementary School. They destroyed a table, a block toy chest, and numerous educational signs. Melinda Ruzich is a kindergarten teacher and the coordinator of the school forest. She says teachers use the school forest as a second classroom, and that's what makes this particularly tough.
When we created the school forest, we wanted a place where the kids could get outside, into nature a little bit, learn about, their surroundings living here in northern Minnesota, have a great safe place, and we use it as a second classroom for all of our classes.
The Hibbing Police Department recently announced they had stepped up patrols around Washington Elementary following the vandalism at the school forest. A former suburban Minneapolis police officer is laying out a potential defense as her trial approaches. Former Brooklyn Center officer Kim Potter is charged with first and second-degree manslaughter in the fatal shooting of 20-year-old Dante Wright. Potter's defense team claims she meant to use a taser instead of a handgun when she shot and killed Wright in April. In court documents, attorneys for Potter said they may argue that Wright's death was an innocent accident or mistake. The defense is also asking the first-degree and second-degree manslaughter charges be dismissed. Potter's trial is set to start November 30th. A former Minneapolis police officer charged and convicted of murder is requesting a lesser sentence. Mohammed Noor was convicted of third-degree murder and manslaughter in the 2017 death of Justine Damond. He was sentenced to 12.5 years on the murder count, but the Minnesota Supreme Court tossed out that conviction last month. Noor will be sentenced next Thursday on the manslaughter count. Noor's attorneys are asking he be sentenced to 41 months on the lesser charge. Many people find spending time outdoors as a great way to decompress. For a group of veterans on a hunting and fishing trip in Wisconsin this weekend, spending time in the wilderness means a whole lot more. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham shares what they're gaining from being together.
No joke. Actually, the muskie fishing is what I'm most excited about. I've never even seen one in person.
Purple Heart recipient Cody Perkins is part of a group of veterans exploring northwest Wisconsin this weekend.
If I get a 3-foot or bigger muskie out here, that thing is going on the wall. But I'd be probably the only person in my area with a muskie on the wall.
The group is here with the Wounded Warriors in Action Foundation, a nonprofit that brings veterans wounded in combat on hunting and fishing trips across the country.
1, 2, 3, yank. Okay, reel.
The WWIA's goal is to help vets recover from their wounds, both visible and invisible. It's also a chance for them to connect with others who have been through what they've been through.
Okay.
like Bobby Clements, who says he's looking forward to having a good time.
Of course, y'all's deer here look like big monsters compared to ours in Texas. So
One of you guys shot some, right?
that was that guy. He claims he shot something. It didn't drop, so he didn't shoot it.
At the end of the day, it's an opportunity for fellowship these vets say they're thankful for.
It's really a blessing to have this opportunity and for people to really take the time and be so charitable to give us these experiences.
And a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to find healing in the great outdoors.
Oh, we're catching muskie? Muskie, yeah. Muskie. We're catching a cold right now.
Wounded Warriors in Action host trips for Purple Heart recipients across the nation. If you or someone you know qualifies and wants to apply, you can find a link on our website. Today, Duluth firefighters practiced a new type of aerial training from trees. An arborist instructor team taught crews how to prepare for and perform aerial rescues at Portland Square Park. The goal is to sharpen skills to safely and efficiently rescue any person or animal that may become trapped in a tree or other high spaces. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, during school, many of us had a vending machine that we would frequent. How one Duluth school is giving their students food for thought. Next.
Record high temp for the state, 82 degrees from 1929. The stock market fell apart not too long after that record was set. Is anything going to fall apart around here over the weekend? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to get sunshine and pleasant conditions. I'll talk about how long they'll last past the weekend coming up in just a bit.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
I checked out a bunch of other schools around the area, and really it came down to like the staff, the machine shop here. I went to the open house, talked to a lot of different companies from around here, and just chose that this would be a really good program to get started in.
Numi Jewelers is a full-service jewelry store ready to help you find the perfect piece or design your own. With our custom design services, we work with you to create the one-of-a-kind piece of your dreams. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
As we finish up another baseball season, I recently finished an extensive window replacement project on my home. I worked with your home improvement company and they hit it out of the park. For your next window, door, bathroom, or roofing project, get the quality and service you deserve with the Midwest's largest full-service home improvement company. Your home improvement company is my home improvement company, and they should be yours too. Contact them today for a free estimate on your next home project.
Contact Cloquet Flooring to get a free in-home consultation on any flooring installation. With Mohawk's premium flooring options and over 30 years experience, we can help you make those tough decisions. Give Cloquet Flooring a call or visit us at cloquetflooring.com.
Cloquet Flooring. I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
The Supreme Court building behind me is once again at the center of a monumental battle. Tonight, a congressional investigation sparked by reporting from CBS News. Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills. Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you, too.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, I've talked about it before. I'll talk about it again. It's been fairly mild this October, and my garden is still producing. Well, gardens to the west, this may be all that is written about the season because there is a freeze warning off to our west from Beltrami and Lake of the Woods counties towards the Dakotas. Our area not included, and that's got me puzzled just a little bit. It is going to get chilly over the weekend. Morning lows will be in the 30s, but the Weather Service isn't issuing us any advisories for frost or a freeze. And that could be because there comes a certain time of year when the Weather Service figures we should know better. It's already done. It's already been chilly. Gardening season is over. So bottom line is, if you do have something still producing like I do some covering here tonight. Maybe you can milk it on just a little bit longer here and keep some fresh produce coming your way. Coming our way, if we're getting chilly morning temperatures, we're going to counterbalance that by some pretty decent afternoon temperatures over the weekend. We could be even cracking 60 by Sunday afternoon, and we'll talk more about that after this look at our current conditions. It's 44 degrees at the airport, 82% for our humidity. West winds going 10 miles per hour, and 29.89 inches of mercury is our barometric pressure. It's not really low, but of course not high enough to chase away those clouds. Low enough for still a drizzle possibility tonight, especially north of Duluth towards the Canadian border. I'll show you why here in just a bit. Right now we show you the current temps, a little cooler than normal. Normal's about 53. We've got 48 to 51 in the UP and 47 to 49 in northwestern Wisconsin. Solon Springs, the cool spot. LaPointe, the warm area, and Hayward's up around 49 as well. Minnesota numbers are generally in the low to mid 40s for most towns, though a pocket of resistance, as often is the case, is near Grand Marais by the lake, 50 degrees there. Well, tomorrow high temps will be in the 50s, and then we could crack 60 by Sunday. So that's our warm-up coming our way. Doppler map right now shows clouds in the sky and a very light misty drizzle coming down for parts of Minnesota right now, and that's because we still have that low pressure system, that occluded low hovering just north of the border. So it'll be cloudy all over the region tonight, and primarily north of Duluth is where we'll get this little bit of light precip. And that should go away tomorrow, a day late, but hopefully not a dollar short, as higher pressure from the west comes to call, making our days sunny and mild. Morning lows may be chilly in the 30s, but the afternoon highs 50s for Saturday, 60s for Sunday. And now we show you how long that dares to last this week. Okay. Forecast tonight in Minnesota, 40% chance for more showers, especially north of Duluth. Low temps inland in the 30s, 40 by the lake. In Wisconsin and Michigan, mid to upper 30s for just about all zones, mostly cloudy and should stay dry. For tomorrow becomes mostly sunny, Wisconsin and Michigan. Highs go 54 to 58. The normal is 53. Wisconsin and Michigan numbers now show over towards Minnesota, where we still have a little glitch in the computer. It won't be that chilly up the North Shore tomorrow. I think 55 to 56, just like every other town. I'll see if I can get that fixed by 10 o'clock here tonight. Then we crack 60 on Sunday and hold on to it. Mid-60s Monday and Tuesday. Motorcycle enthusiasts, get out and ride, because by Wednesday it's cloudier, cooler, and rainier, and then stays in the lower 50s come Thursday and Friday.
All right, thanks, Dave. A local elementary school is using a custom vending machine to encourage student attendance. Piedmont Elementary installed this book vending machine at the start of the school year. Each class competes to have the best attendance, and the winners get a token which they can exchange for a book. Principal Jennifer Bobie says a grant paid for the machine, which they stock with books for all ages. She says it's a great incentive to get kids showing up for class every day.
And we just want to make sure that we're improving attendance for all of our students. And this is a great way, too, to change the conversation with our families and our parents, because kids get really excited about having books in hand.
Bobie says the school has seen a big improvement in attendance this year. They plan to keep the machine stocked to encourage students to keep learning and reading.
So where are you?
Well, Kevin Moore joins us now for a look at what's going on in sports. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty busy day for you.
Yes, it's very busy. There's football, there's hockey. But first, Alexis Bass caught up with Bulldogs freshman quarterback Logan Gretz ahead of their homecoming matchup against Concordia St. Paul. That conversation is next.
Join us weeknights for Live at 5 as we go around the Northland city by city.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. CBS 3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the Diamond Z4 CZ from mined diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats, surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-577-5801 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-577-5801. Call now.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19. And at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
I know, but Mom, don't skip your recommended vaccines. They help protect you against certain diseases, so ask your doctor or pharmacist about any recommended vaccines you may need. Skip the other stuff instead, like, I don't know.
Skip the pants. Huh?
They're already doing that.
Nice.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Cully.
Yeah, so skip one of those mini Zoom parties. No, Mom, no. Not our Zoom party. I lost her.
Eric Paulson here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
I got into journalism when I was in high school, actually, and that's where I really fell in love with the news and the storytelling aspect of it, being able to bring those things together and keep people informed. It's so important for us to be in a community like Duluth, to be able to hear your stories and then bring them to everybody else in the community.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
So many teams across the country have had to pivot over the course of the last year or two, and that storyline is no different for the UMD football team after their starting quarterback suffered an injury with one man down. The next one is up.
Coach told us he was going to announce who was going to be starting the next game on that Sunday, and then Monday morning came in for a meeting. He told me that.
And just like that, the opportunity Logan Gretz had been waiting for, starting quarterback for the UMD Bulldogs.
I was really excited. I mean, I've been waiting for this opportunity for a while. I was the backup. Treated myself as I was a starter, took the starter reps in my head, and just took as many mental reps as I could behind John. And when I got the call up, felt like I was ready to go.
And ready to go, Gretz was. After veteran QB1 John Larson suffered an injury, it was the 6'4" freshman transfer who was next up on the totem pole.
Logan got the starting job based on his playmaking ability in the pocket and threw the ball extremely well throughout fall camp. He's still young. He still came in as a transfer, learning our offense.
My recruiting process kind of screwed up. I mean, it was a rocky road at times, but ultimately went to NDSU, was there for 2 years. Really loved my time out there.
made some of the best friends of my life. Really have a ton of respect for everyone there. Left on good terms and really just wanted to get on the field and play.
From a Bison to a Bulldog, Gretz's route to the home of the Maroon and Gold did not quite play out the way he anticipated. While his playbook said one thing, his heart led him back to the place he was originally drawn to.
Well, it's actually funny. Coach Weezy was the first coach to offer me in high school, so we kind of had that connection. I really liked UMD out of high school, and when I entered the transfer portal, he was one of the first guys that I reached out to him and Coach Vogler, so just had that connection already, and it felt like home right away.
Home, where memories are made, friends always belong, but in his case, where touchdowns are scored and where your football family resides. With just 242 miles between Bulldog Country and the home of the Bison, Gretz says he sees several similarities.
Culture here is very much like it is out there in Fargo. It's just family-oriented. Guys have each other's back. Everyone just wants to get a win. People are willing to do whatever it takes for that. I just think that's what makes Bulldog football really special.
With a new Bulldog brotherhood by his side, this new QB is ready to take on the challenge, one snap at a time.
Week by week, Gretz and Weezy are both on the same page when battling in this league. The NSIC always brings a battle, which is something the Dogs are very familiar with. So far this season, the new starting quarterback says he's just really excited to have the opportunity to compete against good football teams week in and week out in a Bulldog uniform.
All right, well, football, but there's also, tonight at 10, hockey.
Yes.
And then, obviously, high school football.
Yeah, and then homecoming, so it's just going to be even. It's just a good weekend to be a Bulldog. That's
definitely. Make sure to join us at 10 for Red Zone Live.
Yes,
looking forward to it. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Well, a new Halloween-themed sausage from a Wisconsin meat market is getting a lot of attention. Okay, get ready. This one is a doozy. A new Halloween, the Spooktober brat has 3 ingredients, okay? Pork, beer, those seem fine, and then candy corn. The flavor profile has been described as a boozy, salty sweetness. You can get your hands on this Frankenbrat at the Jennifer Street Market in Madison, Wisconsin for just under $5 a pound. I'm gonna be really honest here. It's $5 too much. I am not a candy corn fan. I love brats, but the combination of the two, would you guys try it?
I never had a brat.
You've never had a brat?
I never had a brat.
Oh, boy.
I might have one at Amsoil after this.
There you go. Okay. I'm sure they have them there.
Kevin's from Rhode Island. They do things differently over there.
Sausage and peppers.
That's true. Well, I'm glad you're not into the candy corn brat.
No.
They also charge $5 a pound for lutefisk. So
well, that's true.
All right. I don't charge anything for the forecast. You get it for free for whatever it's worth. And this is the next 7 days. Tonight could be cloudy and drizzly still, but sunshine should break out for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even Tuesday. And then temperatures will perk up to the 60s for daytime highs, although overnight lows could be in the 30s through the weekend. Next rain chance, that hits us on Wednesday. It's a 40% shot for some lighter showers. After that, a bit cooler, but a bit clearer.
We're going to get you to try a brat here. Now I'm determined.
And lutefisk.
I'll eat anything right now.
And some lutefisk. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Make sure to join us at 10 o'clock.